Chosen ones, there's something powerful happening in your life. As you rise, growing in your purpose, you may notice something strange. There are people who can't stand it. They see you stepping into your destiny, glowing with divine favor, and they want you gone. They want to see you fall, to bring you down to their level of fear and doubt. But here's the thing, you're not falling. You keep rising higher and higher. The question is, what the hell are you made of? This resistance is part of your journey, a sign you're on the right path. But why does it feel so heavy? Why does it seem like the more you step into your power, the more opposition you face? It's not just about enduring, it's about transforming it into fuel that propels you forward. Stay with me, chosen one, because today we'll uncover why this resistance is exactly what you need for your growth. You're being forged for greatness, and understanding this dynamic is crucial for unlocking the next level of your evolution. Chosen one, if you've been guided here, it's not by accident. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and like the video to let the universe know you're ready to receive this wisdom. Let's make today's like goal 600. As you rise, something shifts in the air around you. It's as though the world begins to take notice, and not everyone is pleased by what they see. In fact, there are those who, whether consciously or unconsciously, want to see you fall. They want to tear you down because your ascent threatens their comfort. Your light, the one God has placed inside you, begins to expose the shadows of others. And it's in these moments of resistance, when the attacks grow stronger, when the whispers become louder, that your strength is tested. But, chosen one, you know something deep within you. You will not fall. You will rise. This challenge you're facing isn't a random occurrence. It's part of the divine plan. The higher you climb, the more powerful the resistance will become. But why is that? Why does it feel like the more you step into your divine calling, the harder the struggle? It's because you're becoming a force to be reckoned with, one that disrupts the systems of control, fear, and doubt that others are holding on to. They want you to stay small, stay in the shadows, stay in the comfortable, predictable spaces where they can control what happens. But God has not called you to stay in those spaces. Your journey as a chosen one is not a journey of ease. It's one of constant elevation, constant growth. And as you rise, those who are not yet ready to face their own shadows may project their insecurities onto you. They may criticize, judge, or even sabotage your efforts. But these moments of resistance are not signs of failure. They are, in fact, markers of your progress. Every time someone tries to pull you down, you're being called to rise even higher. The question then becomes, not will you rise, but how will you rise? The truth is, God has equipped you with everything you need to handle this resistance. The trials you face are not signs of weakness. They are the forge in which your spiritual resilience is being shaped. Every pushback, every difficult moment is like a chisel refining the masterpiece that is your soul. And yet, in those moments of opposition, the pain is real. It's hard to endure when it feels like the whole world is watching, waiting for you to falter. But here's the divine truth. Your endurance is a testimony to God's strength, not yours. You don't have to carry this weight alone. As long as you stay rooted in God, trusting in His divine timing and purpose, you will not only withstand the resistance, but be shaped by it into someone who shines even brighter. But it's important to acknowledge the emotional toll this journey can take. At times, you may feel isolated, misunderstood, or even abandoned. It's not easy to walk a path of purpose when it feels like the world is actively pushing against you. You may question if it's worth it, or if you're really on the right path. These moments of doubt are part of the human experience. Even the greatest spiritual leaders have faced moments of weakness. The key is not to let these moments define you. Instead, let them fuel you. Let the whispers of doubt be the wind beneath your wings as you rise. Let the resistance become the proving ground for your purpose. Remember, God has already ordained your path. You are not here by accident. Every struggle, setback, and heartache has been part of His divine design, shaping you into who you are meant to be. The enemy may want you gone, but God has marked you for greatness. Each time you rise, you become a living testimony to His power, grace, and unwavering faithfulness. Your journey, no matter how difficult, is part of the greater story He is telling. But it's not just about you. Your rising impacts those around you. The closer you step into your purpose, the more your light reaches those still in darkness. The resistance you face is not just for your growth, it's preparing you to help others rise. When others see your strength in adversity, it will guide them. So, chosen one, reflect. The challenges, hardships, and resistance aren't obstacles, they're confirmations. They show you're walking the right path, becoming who you were always meant to be. Keep rising. And when you rise, when you soar beyond the limits the world has placed on you, there will be no stopping you. The resistance will only become a part of your story, a story that glorifies God and inspires others to rise alongside you. Keep going, keep trusting, keep shining. And remember, chosen one, that the world cannot stand it, but you were never meant to shrink to fit their expectations. You were created to rise higher than you ever thought possible. As you continue to rise higher in your spiritual journey, there is something deeply profound happening within you. It's not just the challenges you face or the resistance that comes from others, but something much more significant. An inner transformation that God is orchestrating for you. Every moment of hardship, every trial is refining you, shaping you into the person you are destined to become. There are times when the weight of these challenges may feel overwhelming, but trust that this is all part of the process. God is molding you, preparing you for something extraordinary, something greater than you may yet realize. One of the most powerful aspects of being a chosen one is the journey of spiritual preparation. This journey isn't always linear, and there will be moments of doubt, making you question the path you're on. But these doubts are not signs of failure. They show that God is working within you, deepening your faith and strengthening your resolve. As you rise, you're called to a higher level of spiritual awareness, learning to rely on God's strength. Even when resistance feels too strong, God teaches you to trust Him more deeply. His power is made perfect in your weakness, and you are never truly alone. The more you surrender to His will, the more you experience His love and faithfulness. This journey is not just about you. It is about the ripple effect your life will have on those around you. The people you encounter, the lives you touch, will be forever changed by the light that you carry within. Each step you take in your purpose will inspire someone else to rise, to believe, and to step into their own calling. Your journey is a beacon of hope, a testimony of God's power to transform lives. You are not simply walking this path for your own benefit, but for the many who will come after you. Your rise will encourage others to rise as well, and this is a powerful part of your purpose. But before you can fully embrace the greatness that awaits you, there is still work to be done. There are still parts of your heart and spirit that need to be refined. You may feel the weight of God's calling on your life, but there is also a deep invitation to surrender. Surrender does not mean giving up. It means yielding your will to His, trusting that He knows the way. The more you surrender, the more you will see the fullness of God's plan unfolding in your life. Your heart will become more attuned to His voice, and your steps will align more fully with His divine purpose for you. Remember, every moment of preparation is a moment of divine alignment. You may not see the full picture yet, but God does. He sees your future, He sees the impact you will make, and He sees the beauty that will come from the path you are walking. Trust that He is guiding you every step of the way, even when the road ahead seems uncertain. The resistance, the challenges, the doubts, they are all part of the divine unfolding. They are not obstacles, they are confirmations that you are on the right path, that you are moving closer to your purpose. As you continue to rise, there will be times when you feel isolated, when the weight of the journey feels too much to bear. In these moments, remember that God is with you. He has not brought you this far to leave you now. Every moment of struggle is strengthening you, building your character and refining your spirit. The hardships you face are not in vain. They are preparing you for the magnitude of the destiny that awaits. This is a season of preparation, of becoming. You are being molded into the vessel that will carry the blessing, wisdom, and grace the world needs. Your rise is not just for you, it's for the generations to come. Your strength, resilience, and faith are part of God's divine design. The challenges you face today won't last forever, but the impact of your rise will echo for eternity. Reflect on how far you've come. See the growth, transformation, and wisdom cultivated within you. Every struggle, trial, and triumph has shaped who you are now. You're not the same person you were at the start. You are stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your divine calling. As you continue to rise, know God is with you every step. He has called you, chosen you, and is preparing you for greatness. Don't fear the unclear path ahead. Trust in God's timing, plan, and provision. The journey may be long, but the rewards are eternal. Keep rising, trusting, and believing in the divine purpose unfolding within you. As you continue to rise, there may be moments when it feels as though the weight of the world is pressing down on you. Every step forward seems to come with resistance, and yet you persist. It's as if there are forces at play, unseen but ever present, working against you. The people around you, those who once supported you, may now question your path. Maybe even they seem to be rooting for you to stumble. Why is this happening, chosen one? Why does it feel like the very air around you thickens with opposition as you ascend? This isn't just about the challenges you face on the outside. It's the internal questions that stir within you. There are moments when you wonder, why do these obstacles keep coming up? How much more can you endure? The pressure can become so loud that you might question if you're on the right path at all. But remember, God's design for you is greater than anything the world can throw your way. These struggles aren't random. They're part of the divine process, preparing you for something greater. Instead of setbacks, view them as confirmations of your purpose. The world wants you gone, but you keep rising higher. Why? What makes you a target? It's not you, it's the power within you. God has placed something in you that no resistance can silence. This is what they fear. In those moments of doubt, when you question if it's worth it, remember, your rise isn't just for you. It's for those waiting for you to show them the way. The struggle is real, but so is the calling. There's a reason you keep rising despite the opposition. But here's where the tension builds. Even with all the obstacles, there's something you haven't fully grasped yet. What are you truly made of? What keeps you standing when others crumble under the weight? It's not just your strength, but the divine purpose embedded within you. When you stand tall, you are standing in the fullness of God's power and grace, a reflection of His unstoppable will. This is what keeps you rising higher each time you face the storm. Your journey, your rise, your resilience, these aren't just signs of your strength. They are signs of something far greater. The divine hand that is guiding you, the power that is holding you steady through every storm, is leading you toward a destiny that only you can fulfill. But there's still more to understand, more to grasp. There's a deeper level of insight waiting to be unlocked, one that will transform how you view every challenge, every setback, every moment of doubt. As you face the resistance, as you feel the weight of the world pushing against you, ask yourself, what if this is all part of the divine preparation? What if this struggle is not meant to break you, but to strengthen you? What if the very thing you are battling against is the catalyst that will propel you toward your greatest breakthrough? This is the question that will drive you toward the next level of understanding, and it's one that will be answered in the coming revelation. In the next section, you will uncover the truth about why the opposition is intensifying, why the pressure is building, and what it all means for your divine purpose. What you're made of is more than just your strength. It's the divine will of God working through you. And the next step on your journey will reveal what this truly means for you. Prepare yourself, chosen one. The clarity you seek is about to be revealed. You've been on this journey for a while now, facing countless obstacles, enduring battles that have tested your faith, and yet you keep rising. The world wants you gone. The enemy throws every form of resistance your way, but you stand tall. Every time you think you can't go any further, something within you pushes you onward. The question remains, what are you truly made of? And what is it about you that makes you such a target? We've explored the challenges and hardships you face, the weight of doubt, the pressure from external forces, and the internal struggles that arise. We've talked about how these struggles are not signs of failure, but confirmations that you are walking in the divine purpose God has set for you. You've heard that the greater the resistance, the greater the divine calling upon your life. Every trial, every setback is shaping you into the vessel that God has chosen to carry His blessing, wisdom, and grace to the world. We've spoken about how your rise is not just for you, it's for the generations to come, for those whose lives you will touch, for those who will see your strength and be inspired to rise as well. And we've acknowledged the tension, the confusion, the questions that arise when the opposition seems too great, when doubt creeps in, and when the path ahead seems unclear. But it's in these moments of uncertainty that God is preparing you for something far greater. You may feel alone in the journey, as if no one understands the weight of what you're carrying. The resistance you face can sometimes feel isolating, like a burden no one else can truly comprehend. But understand this, these moments are not for nothing. They are shaping your character, building your resilience, and refining your heart to be a vessel for God's work. The very essence of your rise is being forged in this fire. This is the process that will prepare you to carry the purpose He has ordained for your life. And when you reach that destination, it will be clearer than ever why everything you've endured has been so necessary. So, now it's time to address the question you've been carrying, the question that has been lingering in the back of your mind. What are you made of? What keeps you standing tall when the weight of the world seems unbearable? It's not just your strength, and it's not just your willpower. No, it's something far more profound, something far more powerful than anything you could ever muster on your own. You are made of God's purpose. The very reason you were chosen for this path is because of the unique calling God has placed upon your life. And that calling is not something you can simply walk away from. It is not something that can be shaken by external resistance. It is a divine fire placed within you before you were even born. That fire is what fuels your rise. It's what keeps you pushing forward when everything around you seems to be falling apart. It is the fire that burns in your soul, the one thing that will never allow you to give up or walk away from your divine purpose. You were created with a purpose that no enemy can extinguish. The reason the world wants you gone, the reason they want to see you fail, is not because of who you are, but because of what you carry. You carry the divine light that shines in the darkest places. You carry the strength of generations before you and the hope of generations to come. You are a vessel created to carry the weight of God's glory and to bring that glory into the world. And that is why the opposition you face feels so intense, because the enemy knows that if you ever fully step into your divine calling, if you ever fully embrace the purpose God has placed within you, nothing will be able to stop you. The resistance you feel is not a sign of your weakness, but a sign of the power within you. The more you rise, the more the enemy will try to knock you down. But every time you get back up, you are making a statement. You are saying, "I will not be moved." You are showing the world and the enemy that you are a force to be reckoned with, because you are not just fighting in your own strength. You are fighting with the power of God behind you. His grace, His wisdom, and His love are what keep you standing. And no matter how hard the enemy tries to push you down, you will continue to rise higher because you are equipped for this battle. There is a divine strength within you that is not limited by the physical realm. It is not bound by the limitations of this world. It is supernatural. You may feel weak, you may feel tired, but in those moments, God's strength is made perfect. His power is perfected in your weakness. And as you continue to rise, you will find that His strength is all you need. You are not walking this journey alone. God is with you every step of the way, carrying you through the hardest moments, guiding you through the confusion, and leading you to the victory that He has already prepared for you. But this journey is not just about personal victory. It's not just about your rise. It's about the impact that your rise will have on the world. There are people watching you, whether you realize it or not. There are people who are waiting for you to rise, for you to show them that it's possible to overcome the darkness. There are people who will be encouraged by your testimony, by the way you handle the struggles that come your way. Your rise is a beacon of hope to those who are still trapped in their own darkness, still struggling to find their way. And when they see you rise, when they see you overcome, they will begin to believe that they can rise too. This is why it is so important for you to keep going. The journey is not easy, but the rewards are eternal. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a step closer to the fulfillment of your divine purpose. You are being prepared for something far greater than you can imagine. Your rise is not just for you, it is for the people whose lives you will touch, for the generations that will benefit from the legacy you leave behind. So, as you face the challenges that lie ahead, as you encounter the resistance, remember this: you are being prepared for greatness. You are being molded into the person you were always meant to be. Every trial, every struggle, every moment of doubt is an opportunity for you to trust God more deeply, to lean on Him more fully, and to step further into the calling He has placed on your life. You are rising, not just for yourself, but for the world. You are rising to fulfill a divine purpose that is greater than anything you could have imagined. You are rising to bring light into the darkness, to bring hope to the hopeless, and to show the world what it means to walk in faith and trust in God's plan. And when the opposition comes, as it will, remember that it is not a sign that you are failing. It is confirmation that you are on the right path. You are becoming exactly who God created you to be. Your rise is a testament to His power working in you, and it is a declaration to the world that nothing can stand in the way of God's purpose for your life. So, what are you made of, chosen one? You are made of divine strength, divine purpose, and divine love. You are made of everything God has placed within you to overcome every obstacle, to rise higher, and to fulfill the calling that He has prepared for you. This is your time. This is your season. Keep rising higher, knowing that with God by your side, nothing is impossible. The best is yet to come. The journey of the chosen one is never an easy one. The road is filled with obstacles, challenges, and moments of deep questioning. There are times when you feel overwhelmed, when it seems like the world is pushing against you. You may have moments when you wonder why everything feels so hard, why the resistance is so intense, and why the path ahead is unclear. But every step, every challenge, and every moment of doubt is part of a bigger story that is unfolding in your life. As you rise, you are not only being shaped for your own sake, but for a greater purpose. You are being refined and prepared for the calling that God has placed upon your life. Every resistance you face is a confirmation that you are on the right path. The more the opposition intensifies, the greater the divine calling upon you. God is not allowing you to face these struggles because He wants to see you fail. He is allowing them because He is preparing you for something greater than you can even imagine. You may not always see it in the moment, but the struggles you are going through are shaping you into the vessel that God needs you to be. It's easy to get caught up in the weight of the challenges, to feel like you're drowning in the pressure, but remember, this is a season of preparation. God is working within you, even in the darkest moments. When you feel like you're at your weakest, that's when His strength is most evident. He is showing you that you don't have to rely on your own strength, but on His divine power. And that divine power within you is something that cannot be contained. It is something that no enemy, no obstacle, no force of darkness can silence. You are not standing on your own. You are standing in the power of God, and it is that power that keeps you moving forward. It is that power that keeps you rising even when the world wants to see you fall. You are not rising because of your own strength. You are rising because God's purpose is at work within you. The road ahead may seem unclear at times, but trust in God's plan. The steps you are taking now, though they may seem small or insignificant, are leading you to the fulfillment of the divine purpose that has been placed upon your life. God has already ordained every step, and He is with you every step of the way. Your job is to keep moving forward, to keep trusting, and to keep believing that He is working things together for your good. Even when the path seems foggy, even when you feel like you're stumbling, remember that every step is part of God's greater purpose. You don't have to understand every detail of the journey. Trust that God is guiding you. The more you surrender to His plan, the more you'll see how He's orchestrating everything around you. Every challenge you face is part of His divine strategy. The obstacles you face are not there to stop you. They are there to refine you. They are part of the process that is making you stronger, wiser, and more aligned with the person God has called you to be. Keep trusting His timing and His wisdom. He's leading you to a place of destiny. And even though the road may be hard, the destination will be more than worth it. As you continue to rise, it's important to remember that your journey is not just about you. It's about those who will be impacted by your rise. You are a light in the world, and that light is meant to shine brightly, not just for your benefit, but for the benefit of those around you. There are people who are watching you, who are looking to you for guidance, for inspiration, and for hope. Your testimony, your strength, and your resilience will serve as a beacon for those who are walking their own paths of struggle. The more you rise, the more others will be drawn to the light that is shining within you. You are showing them that it is possible to overcome, that it is possible to rise above the challenges that life throws your way. You are showing them that with God, all things are possible. Your journey is not just about you fulfilling your purpose. It is about helping others find their own path, their own strength, and their own divine calling. But with this light comes the inevitable opposition. As you rise, the enemy will fight harder to keep you down. He knows the impact you will have on the world, and he will do everything in his power to stop you from fulfilling your purpose. But this is where the power of God becomes even more evident. The greater the opposition, the greater the breakthrough. When the enemy fights hardest, it's often because he knows that you are on the verge of something incredible. The closer you get to stepping fully into your divine calling, the harder he will try to derail you. But remember, this is not your battle alone. God is with you, and He is equipping you to overcome every obstacle that comes your way. There will be times when you feel like giving up, when the weight of everything seems too much to bear. But in those moments, remember who you are and whose you are. You are a chosen one, marked by God for greatness. The very fact that you are facing such intense opposition is a sign that you are on the right path. The enemy does not waste his energy on those who are not a threat. He fights hardest against those who are destined for greatness, and you, my friend, are destined for greatness. The path ahead may be uncertain, but one thing is for sure: God has already gone before you. He is already working in the unseen, preparing the way for you. Even when you can't see the bigger picture, trust that God is orchestrating everything for your good. He is positioning you, aligning things in your favor, and preparing you to step fully into the purpose He has for your life. Trust that the seemingly small steps you take today are leading to something monumental. God's timing is perfect, and the journey you are on is shaping you for a destiny beyond your wildest imagination. Even in the quiet moments, He is preparing you for what's to come. You may not know exactly what lies ahead, but you can be sure that it will be greater than anything you could have imagined for yourself. The plans that God has for you are far beyond what you can comprehend. He is leading you to something that will not only transform your life, but will impact the lives of many others as well. Your rise is not just for you, it is for the generations to come, for those who will be touched by the light you carry. As you continue to rise, keep your eyes fixed on God and His promises. Don't get distracted by the opposition or the doubts that try to creep in. Trust that He has equipped you for every challenge that comes your way. He has placed everything within you that you need to fulfill your purpose. And when the enemy tries to discourage you, remind yourself of who you are, a chosen vessel of God, filled with His divine power and purpose. Your journey is not an easy one, but it is a journey that is leading you to greatness. Every challenge, every setback, every moment of doubt is shaping you into the person God has called you to be. Keep trusting, keep rising, and keep walking by faith. The best is yet to come, and the impact of your rise will be felt for generations to come. The enemy may want to see you fall, but you will continue to rise higher and higher, for you are walking in the power and purpose of God. Embrace this journey, chosen one, and let it refine you. Even when the road seems uncertain or filled with opposition, know that each step you take is a step toward your destiny. Keep moving forward, and know that with each challenge, you are being made stronger and more prepared for the greatness God has in store for you. Heavenly Father, we come before you with grateful hearts, acknowledging your presence in our lives and the divine purpose you have set for each one of us. Thank you for the strength you've placed within us, for the resilience that rises even in the face of trials. We know that you have called us for greatness, and that calling is not one we can turn away from. You have placed a fire within us, a purpose so powerful that no force in this world can extinguish it. Lord, I ask for your blessing over each person listening to this message right now. You know the challenges they are facing, the doubts they are carrying, and the weight they are carrying in their hearts. I pray that you fill them with your peace, clarity, and wisdom. May they be reminded, even in their weakest moments, that they are never alone, that you are walking with them, guiding them, preparing them for the greatness you've destined for them. Father, I pray that you continue to strengthen them, give them the courage to rise above every obstacle, trust in your timing, and walk boldly in the purpose you've placed within them. May they be a beacon of light, showing others that your love and power are greater than any opposition. Help them see their struggles not as barriers, but as opportunities to grow and align with your calling. Lord, surround them with your protection, that no weapon formed against them will prosper. Let your divine purpose unfold in their lives in ways that exceed their understanding. Let them rise higher, knowing their journey will impact generations to come. We thank you for your faithfulness and your unwavering love. We trust that you are working everything for our good. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. If this message has resonated with you today, if you have felt the stirring of God's purpose within your heart, I want to encourage you to take action. You are not walking this journey alone, and you don't have to face the challenges ahead by yourself. The Chosen Ones community is here for you. I invite you to subscribe to this channel and join this family of individuals who are all walking in their divine purpose. When you subscribe, you're not just gaining access to more content. You're becoming part of a supportive community that is designed to encourage, uplift, and empower you on your journey. Together, we can rise higher, share our testimonies, and help each other grow in the knowledge and strength that God has placed within us. We are a family that believes in walking with purpose and in unity, strengthening each other with every step we take. When you join, you're not just subscribing to a channel. You're entering into a space where your struggles will be understood, your victories celebrated, and your spiritual growth nurtured. As we continue to rise, we will lift each other higher, creating a ripple effect that touches those around us and beyond. Let's walk this journey together and share the love, strength, and purpose that God has given each of us. So, don't hesitate. Subscribe today, engage with the community, and share this message with anyone who needs encouragement. Together, we will fulfill the calling that God has placed upon our lives and continue rising higher. And if you know someone who is going through a difficult time, someone who needs to hear that they are not alone, that they are chosen, share this video with them. Share the message of hope, strength, and divine purpose. Let them know that despite the obstacles they face, they are being prepared for something greater. Let them feel the power of the community and the love of God that surrounds them. I encourage you to engage with us, to leave a comment and share your thoughts, struggles, and victories. Let's continue this journey together, lifting each other up and rising higher. You are not just watching a video, you are part of a movement, a divine calling that will echo far beyond what you can see. Keep walking by faith, keep rising higher, and remember you are made for greatness. Thank you for being part of this community. Together, we will continue to rise, becoming the chosen ones God has called us to be. Stay strong, stay faithful, and keep trusting in God's plan. The best is yet to come. If this message touched your heart and you'd like to support the Chosen Ones community, consider donating to our Ko-fi. Your contribution helps us continue to create spiritually enriching content for you and others on the sacred path. Every donation strengthens our mission to uplift and empower the Chosen Ones, allowing us to grow this family and reach more souls in need of encouragement and inspiration. Together, we can rise higher and keep walking in divine purpose. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Your support means the world to us.